Hi and welcome to TNT Beauty. So today's video is one I'm so excited about. I'm going to be sharing with you some simple, well, some of them are simple, yet effective ways to level up your looks in 2022. So if that sounds interesting to you, then hang on. I got a lot of good tips for you. So I don't know about you guys, but I would say that by nature, I am naturally high maintenance. Okay. Um, I was just always that way. My mother, she is to blame. My sister and I both, by nature, are pretty high maintenance. And as life happens sometimes, like when you have kids or when you're in school or working all the time, you just kind of let yourself go. And it's really hard, or it can be really hard to get back to that place to where you feel like you look and feel your best. To me, being high maintenance is all about feeling and looking your best. Like, it's not all superficial, but I mean, come on. So, I'm going to share with you some things that I'm doing. Like, this still is a journey for me, and I do feel like I kind of let myself go for a long time. Some of these things I've already implemented, and then others I'm still really working on. So, the first tip is I feel like it goes without saying, but, maybe if you weren't raised this way or, whatever, maybe you're not the most feminine woman, but I feel like the face gets so much attention, and rightly so, okay? But don't neglect the neck or the chest or the legs or the arms. What I'm saying is, take care of your body skin, just like you have a skincare routine for your face. You should have one as well for the rest of your body. And if your skincare routine is simply washing and then throwing on some lotion, like, that's okay. But maybe if you have really dry skin, if you suffer with KP, if you just really want to level up and have softer, sexier, firmer body skin, there are definitely some things you can do to improve in those areas. So what I do, of course, I use a moisturizing body wash, but I've really gotten into body skincare as well. I'm going to share a few products with you that I have been using. So I don't have terrible KP, which is like chicken skin, but there's one spot on one of my legs where it's just, I don't know, it's just always a problem, like always. And I have all these tips and things that I do when I'm having trouble with like razor burn or whatever, and it usually works, but like as of late, I've just had this really stubborn spot. And so I did some research, and what I found was that chemical exfoliation is really helpful. And so there's this brand, and it's like all over YouTube, and I don't remember who it is, but it's like $40 for like the body wash, and then extra 40 for the lotion. And I'm like, I don't think I want to try that yet, but I actually found a moisturizer in Walmart, and it is the Gold Bond Ultimate Skin Therapy Lotion. Actually, there are two of these. So there's the Rough and Bumpy Skin Cream, and then I'll talk about this first, and then I'll tell you about the other. If you're into advanced body skincare, you have different moisturizers or different creams for different reasons. So I'm all over the place here, but for the roughest spots where I have like bumpy skin on my legs, I have been using Tretnoin. Like, definitely not my whole legs, just one little spot. And like, that's like, if that doesn't get rid of it, nothing will. But in addition to that, like for the rest of my skin, I really have been liking this Gold Bond moisturizer. If you're not into Gold Bond, you could try CeraVe. They have a similar moisturizer. This has AHA, BHA, and PHA exfoliants, 8 intensive moisturizers, and it's supposed to condition and soften skin. So I have not made it through my first jar of this, but I do enjoy it. The acids are chemical exfoliators, so instead of taking something abrasive and rubbing the crap out of your skin every day, it's more of a gentle way of exfoliating and stopping you from having rough and bumpy skin. So I use this to keep things smooth. But this does not deliver to me a lot of moisture, even though it says it got all these intensive moisturizers. It actually leaves me kind of sticky. But at night, like after I do this, I'll follow up with this. And this is a nighttime formula. You're supposed to use it overnight. It's supposed to penetrate 10 layers deep. It's got hyaluronic acid, melatonin, and antioxidants, and it doesn't have a nice lavender scent. And this is, it's like a thick, buttery cream. And I use this to lock in the moisturizer. If you know me, you know I'm also big on coconut oil. I love it. I swear by it. But I get away from it when it gets cold because it's too hard. And I have to, really work the crap out of it just to get it to melt into my skin. But my point is, you should, if you have very dry skin, you should be layering your moisturizer. So once you get out of the shower, leave your skin, a little damp, and then you start applying the levels of moisture. You can use a body lotion, body cream, body oil. You can use a mixture of those things, but make sure that you're paying your body some attention. Whatever your problem area is, focus on that and have fun doing so. My next tip, it goes without saying, but again, somebody might need to hear it, is drink water. Lots of water. And when I say drink water, I don't just mean drink water. I mean, like, most of what you drink should be water. It's great for you. It is a natural way to keep your teeth white. Like, I've had these terrible braces on for just a little over a year, and so I'm not able to whiten my teeth. So now, more so than ever, it's important that I do what I can to keep things nice and, as bright as possible. But, I could just say that this for me, like, I haven't always been a huge water drinker, but when I look back, when I was in like middle school and high school, 14, 15 years old, I was bigger then. Sorry, that's my kid screaming. I was bigger then physically than I am now after having 2 children. I was probably a lot more active as a teenager, like I know I was. But when I stopped drinking sodas and juices as my primary drink, I permanently lost some weight. Like, I was a size 3 in the 8th grade, a size 3, and that's not bad. But now, like, even after having kids, a good solid size 2 all these years later. And I can honestly say that the only thing I can attribute that to is that I drink mostly water. Now, do I drink other things? Of course, of course. Like, if I'm, just splurging and I'm having a cookout burger or something, I want a Pepsi to go with it, okay? If I'm at like a holiday party, give me some ginger ale and lemon. Like, yes, I do not believe anybody should deprive themselves, but, day to day, when you're doing your thing, like, it should be mostly water. That's easy, it's free, and it's wonderful for you. That's an easy one. I'd say out of all these tips, this is definitely the easiest one. If you're not big on drinking water, there are different things you could do. You can, I wouldn't add like any artificial sweeteners, but, stuff like lemon juice, fruit, you can spice it up. But if you're not doing that, I highly recommend, like, just try it. Okay, so the next thing that you could be doing to level up those beautiful looks of yours is to have some healthy habits. I mean, that's basically looking good. It's about looking healthy. And, there's not just a pill that you can take and everything be fixed. If there was, I would be taking it. But it takes effort. One thing that I've struggled with is just being active enough. And so with the new year, I'm definitely trying to start by just getting in my 30 minutes a day most days. When you get busy, it's hard to make time because there's always something else you can be doing, but it's important to make your health a priority. And I don't know about you, but when I start to see results, then I get a little more motivated. So some things that I'm trying to do to keep myself motivated to exercise is to, like, find some good music, find some exercises that I actually enjoy doing. I try to schedule my workouts so that, it's like kind of like a ritual. And then when I get finished, I shower, I do my self care. I follow up with some type of reward. It might be a nice glass of tea or just something. But I can honestly say that I feel happier. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to. And I look better when I'm exercising. Okay, so in the way of healthy habits, it's also important to have a good supplement regimen. So the supplements I take and swear by, of course, are MSM. I have a whole video dedicated to MSM. I'll try to remember to link that below. What that has been helping me with is like shedding. Like I have a lot of hair, and every time I go, like if I just completely stop taking MSM, like I still have shedding. But this is a very forgiving supplement, so if I go 3 days without taking it and then I get back on it, like I'm good. I love MSM. A good hair, skin, and nail vitamin, I highly recommend. I've been a little bit slack with that lately, but I just started a new retinol gummy, which I'm so excited about. I don't hardly hear anybody talk about this, but this is called Embody. Again, it's a retinoid gummy, or retinol gummy, and retinol is a form of vitamin A. So this is supposed to be like a part of your skincare regimen, but from within. And as much as I love retinol and retinoids, I'm so excited to see what this does for me. I'm only on like my third or fourth day, but I have really, really high hopes for this. So, yeah, we've got some vitamin A, C, D3, E, folate, B12, biotin, zinc. Zinc's really good for the skin. So I can't wait. I'm hoping to do like a full review on this, and I just really, really want to love this. I got this, I think, off of Amazon, or you can go straight through their site. It's like 30 some bucks for, I guess, a 30-day supply. Yeah. But I do enjoy this part of my routine. After I work out, shower, I will take 2 of these, and the people I have, heard talk about this, they talk about how tasty these are, and they're, it's nice. It's like eating a little bit of candy, 2 pieces, and yeah. Okay, so I'm a little excited about this next part. It could be a little bit controversial, but it is what it is. I'm getting ready to spill some tea on advanced skincare. So if you're a basic, skincare girl and you just want to do the minimum, that's fine. That's cool. You're probably not that into being high maintenance, at least not in that area. But that's not me. So I'm going to tell you 3 things, like my top 3 things for aging gracefully, embracing the skin you're in, and just, looking your best, okay? So the first, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it because I already have, and so does everybody. It's sunscreen. Wear your sunscreen all year long. If you don't have some, get some. That was easy. Next is a retinol. Tretnoin and niacinamide is what I use. I go through Dermatica. It is something you have to have a prescription for. It's stronger than anything you're going to get at Ulta and Sephora, but it works. Like if you struggle with acne and or aging, you need to at least look into retinol. I used to go to the dermatologist to get it, but you don't have to do that now. You can go through Curology, Dermatica, whatever. You're going to take about 3 months before you really see the results you want. It could start out rough before it gets better, but I mean, my skin's not perfect, but at 36, it's the best it's ever been in my adult life. And for that, I am truly thankful. So, yeah, a retinol, or no, retinoid. I think it's retinol. It's where it's at. Get you some tretinoin. It doesn't work for everybody, but it works for a lot of people, and it works for me. Okay. Next, if you are into advanced skincare and you were like above the age of 30 and you have concerns about aging gracefully, you might consider Botox or another neurotoxin such as Xeomin. I personally have tried Xeomin. I've done it one time. I got it done here and then here. Like I've got this thing right here and it's really bad, but I will say like I got it back in the summer, so it's worn off. It's time for another treatment, but it's so subtle that when I got Xeomin done, I think Xeomin is the one that Gwyneth Paltrow swears by. When I got it done, like nobody ever noticed, but I noticed. In this little area right here, like I could be at rest and you could still see this line. And like now, if I scrunch my face, you can see it. But and then we've got these forehead lines too. But I feel like even though it's all worn off, I still feel like my skin's a bit smoother than it was before that initial treatment. I loved it. We'll continue to do it. Like it's kind of like a time thing, but I'll try to get it done twice a year because I just really like it. It's not about changing my face, it's about preserving it and keeping it the same. Like I'd never do anything to where it's so drastic people can look at you and tell you've had something done. But I just want to preserve this look as long as possible, and that's one way that I can do it. As far as price goes, I think like anywhere between $350 to $400. So maybe if you're not into shots to the face, maybe like a good facial, a chemical peel, depending on your skin type, intense like IPL. There are like so many different things you could do. Hydrofacials. Get with you could do a dermatologist, a medical esthetician. There's just so much out there you can do, like if you're struggling with melasma or anything. But if you have something about your skin that's making you feel self-conscious, it's time to deal with it. All right, for my next tip, it's pretty basic, but it's so easy to fall into these routines, and I'm so guilty of this. Like, depending on what day it is, if you see me out at Walmart, like, it might be rough, okay? So, I'm going to talk about upgrading your casual wear, not casual even, like your down clothes, okay? So my go-to hairstyle when I'm like lazy around the house doing nothing, not trying to be cute, I'll flip my head over and I'll do like a messy bun on top. And because it's easy, okay? But like today when I went out, I thought, well, I'm not going to do my regular messy bun. I'll do a messy ponytail instead. And it wasn't great, but it was a step up. Another example would be like if you like love to wear sweats because they're so comfortable. I actually have on sweats right now. But like invest in some cute sweats like Calvin Klein. They've got some really nice ones. That's what I have on right now. Um, they make sweats and tops that go together. Like, make it look cute. You can be cute and comfortable. You just got to put a little more thought into it. Okay, so my next tip is it's really more financial, and it's just to be intentional about what it is you want to have done, what it is you want to do to look and feel your best. So, if you know you want to get your nails done every month, then put that in the budget. If you know that you want to get your hair done every 2 weeks, every month, every other month, put that in the budget. I talked about getting Xeomin, which is not cheap. That's something I have to budget for. Your beauty treats should never come over paying your bills or taking care of your responsibilities, but it's just something where you have to say, this is a priority to me, this is important to me, so I'm going to make room for it in my budget. And it's something that we don't always think about, but you should. I guess that's a good place for me to talk about if there's something that you've wanted to have done for a long time. Like, I always wanted to have braces until I got them. My mom and sister had braces, and my teeth were okay. They weren't bad, but they, weren't perfect to me. And I always felt like, I just want to make my smile a little bit better. And so I waited until I was like 34. Like, I mean, it's better late than never, but don't do that. If there's something that you want to do, budget for it, plan for it. If you need to set up a payment plan, then do that. And especially something like braces, like during COVID, it's like the perfect time because even still, like to this day, I had people like if they see me without my mask, they're like, "You have braces?" I mean, it happens all the time. So it's like the perfect time, and I will be finished before long. But maybe it's not braces for you. Maybe if you have always wanted to whiten your teeth, maybe you've wanted to um, get hair color put into your hair. It might be something like maybe you've wanted to have your brows done. There's a name for it. What is it? Microblading. Yes, that. Whatever it is, do your research, find somebody that knows what they're doing, and put it in the budget and plan on it and do it. I will say one thing that I would really love to have done. It's complicated, and I'm not going to get into why it's complicated, but I would really love to have eye surgery, LASIK, because I'm tired of wearing glasses. I physically cannot tolerate contacts anymore, and that makes me sad. And I feel like a big nerd wearing my glasses all the time, but I cannot see without them. So one thing on my list to do is to get my eyes checked. I have rheumatoid arthritis, and so some doctors won't operate on you if you have that, like on your eyes. So I may or may not be able to get that done, but if I can, I'll be so happy. But I'll definitely have to budget for that. Okay, so my next tip, you can do it or you don't have to, but I know how it makes me feel when I do it, and that is to invest in some nice undergarments. So, this is something that is just for you. Like everybody on the street is not going to see through your clothes and say, oh, it's really nice. But it's just an extra level of confidence when you have on some nice undergarments. Like they can really support what's going on with whatever you're wearing. And I know I had this little wireless deep cut bra I bought from Victoria's Secret, and I didn't think much of it, but I put it on with this little tank top, and I was like, oh, I like that. That's really nice. And it's just the simplest thing. It was for nobody but me, but I really enjoyed it. So when I say buy some nice undergarments, I don't mean you have to break the bank. There's so much nice stuff out there. There's Fenty, there's Skims, there's Victoria's Secrets, but there's also Shein. And I can say with confidence that Shein has some really nice, affordable clothes and underwear. Like I could do a whole haul just on Shein, and I might. Let me know if you'd like to see that. But I can't bring myself to pay like 40 some dollars for a Skims bra. Like I just can't do it. My sister has some. She loves them, swears by them, but it's like I found what I would hope would be a dupe on Shein, and that's my favorite bra. Like you don't even know you have anything on. You can sleep in it. Like it's wonderful. But and it's like $9 there. Of course, like I have a lot of Victoria's Secret too, but honestly, like my mom's usually the one buying me that stuff. Thank you, Mom. Okay, my last tip for how you can look your best in 2022 actually has nothing to do with how you look at all. But hear me out. Um, this tip, if you watch the channel, it's going to be no surprise to you. It is to smell good. Smell good. Now, I love this tip because it doesn't matter what you look like. You're going to look better. People are going to want to be around you more, enjoy your presence more if you smell amazing. Like there's just something about a man or a woman that just smells good. It makes you want to be around them. It makes that person feel elevated. Like if they were a 6 and they smell good, it's more like a 7. It just says like I care about myself. You know, I don't know. There are just so many different types of scents. You could go with the gourmand, you could go with floral, fruity, whatever. And it's something you can personalize to your individual style. And I love fragrance for that reason. Some of my favorites right now for the everyday, I've been doing the Ouai Melrose Place, and I love it. It's not too strong. It's a good scent to wear to work or just out and about, where if somebody's in your presence, they can smell you, but it's not going to knock anybody down. My signature scent that I love so much is the oh my gosh, what is it even called? Oh, the Lancome Idole. Oh my gosh, it just is magic. But I feel like everybody, man, woman, you should all have a scent that you feel that special about, and that could be your signature. But if you're not into fragrance, play around with it. Um, Go to Ulta, smell some stuff, play around, and spend a little bit of money because they last and they're amazing. I could tell you how to pay a lot less for fragrances, and my sister's very good about that as well. But whatever your level is, that's an instant way to level up, is to always smell good. Even if you're at home in your messy bun, you can still smell good. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I would love to hear some of your go-to tips for looking and feeling your best and some of those New Year's resolutions. Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to watch as me and my sister Tiffany break down all things beauty, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time.